game. All right, so Clark, taking a look at the Bucks, what's going to be the key for them?
How they deal with Devin Harris is going to be very important in this one. He's not afraid of contact. He seeks it, in fact. He loves to get in there and be physical and does a great job working himself to the line. So defensively, you got to stay low, move your feet, chest him, and don't foul him. Make him earn tough shots.
Clark, on the other side of things, what about New Jersey? What should they key on?
Well, Kev, Kirk Thomas is a guy they've got to keep under control. If you don't keep him off the boards, he can take over a game with his offensive rebounding, giving his team extra possession. So boxing him out is your priority.
Here's Shorty. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Into Brook Lopez. Gets in close. Finishes with the soft touch.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
And here are the Bucks. The 17-footer was canned by Warwick. And here is Harris. Last game he had 34 points. Harris. Here's Thompson, a follow-up play.
Plays like that tell you who's hungry and who wants it.
So it's Milwaukee. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in the Meadowlands.
Kevin, I really don't think they have anything to be ashamed of. I mean, they played hard, really hard, but they just couldn't compete on enough levels to take control.
And here is Red, averaging 19 points per contest. Shorty, he's guarded by Williams. Warwick backs down. Takes the turnaround Jay, and the rebound goes to Lopez. On defense, the Bucks, they put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You know, so many times it's not what your team accomplishes, but what the other guys lack. They took advantage of a poor offensive outing, playing well enough themselves to come out on top.
Here's Lopez, squeaks it past him with an up and under. He's got 6.
Nice bucket there. He isn't naturally quick, but he's deceptive. He kept the defense off balance and then took it to the rack.
On defense, New Jersey, 4-point game. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I really think this was a wake-up call. I mean, we saw them play way too lax. Boy, Kevin, you go back to looking at the trade that sent Devin Harris to the New Jersey Nets. I tell you what, the Nets are thrilled with that. This young man made his first All-Star game last season, and I see many more in his future. He's got tremendous speed, and he controls and uses his speed effectively. That's something special, and he's improved as an outside shooter. His strength, though, is the pressure he puts on opposing defenses by always attacking. Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Shorty, guarded by Harris, to Mbamute. Warwick backs him down. Shoots from the post. Shot, no good. And the Nets now go the other way. Williams from downtown. Kept alive. To Simmons. Lets loose for 3. Shot misses. The Bucks trail. The Bucks with the turnover. Now a chance to check out the top NBA block leaders. And you look at Lopez, 5th in the league and patrolling the paint.
You got to know where he is when you get close to the rim. I mean, this is a guy that really attacks shot attempts. He's there for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to be a goalie in basketball. He wants to deny everything that comes to him. He's not the guy you would expect to compete in the dunk contest, but he can still throw it down when he needs to.
So it's Milwaukee trailing here by 8. To the paint, Bogut hits the jump hook.
Kevin, a guy that I thought really started to make some significant progress last season was Andrew Bogut, and then he was derailed by injury. But this guy is rebounding his position.
Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throw. Great alley-oop pass there, Kevin. That's highlight reel for real.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Nets. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And checking out Milwaukee, just way behind
They're going to have to rely a little bit more on their bench here in the second game of a back-to-back.
So it's Milwaukee. 8-point game. Jammed down with one hand by Bogut.
Oh, man, now that's nasty.
The Nets with the lead. To Harris. Here's Dooling off target. Red has picked up his first foul of the game.
It's a well-used foul there to prevent the easy layup, Kevin.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. So it's Milwaukee. 39 seconds left in the first. And Mbamute on the elbow. Here's Shorty.
Well, it can be awfully hard to stay in front of guys at this level. He tried his best, but still got hit with the foul.
Can't sink the first. And the Bucks with some adjustments here. He's off on the second. Bogut buries the short-range jumper. 6 points for him.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They trail by 6. Tipped. It's one-on-one. Lead pass. Here's Dooling. Alexander gets the board inside.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one.
The Nets have taken the early lead.
They've had terrific ball movement. They're keeping their heads up and passing up good shots to get great shots.
And we end an exciting first quarter. The score, 18-14.
That's all I said. Didn't feel like you was able to.
Welcome to the start of the second quarter, and so far it's been a great game, closely contested by both teams. So it's Milwaukee. 4-point game. To Thomas. Deflected. Red. Dumps it off. And here is Thomas. Lopez is there from short range. Thomas, that's good.
They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
Hey, come around, come around.
Here's Williams on the mark from 16 feet out. Nice shot by the rookie out of Louisville.
The pick worked to perfection, and he had all the room he needed to get off the jumper.
Shorty. It's hauled in by Harris.
That was all wrapped up with the bow on top, but he still couldn't lay it in. That's frustrating.
And here is Harris. Williams to the perimeter. Here's Harris. It's in for 3. He's got 7.
Jimmy don't ever help me out.
The Bucks trailing by 10. Here's Shorty on the paint. Yes, and the foul. That one is on also. And the Nets with some adjustments here. Good for the three-point play.
Well, it's obvious they've really made it a point to be much more aggressive, doing a better job of getting to the foul line, more so than the first quarter.
And here is Harris. He has 7. Thompson hits. Nice pass leading into the bucket.
I'll tell you what, poor defense can make an offensive player look unstoppable.
The handoff to Thomas. To 0. Let's go with the 3. Rebounded by Devin Harris.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, and I thought it was a pretty good look.
Down low. Simmons backs in. Here's Thompson all alone. Drops it in. 10 points for him.
Just hitting
We take a
everything.
look at Jason Thompson, Kevin. I mean, this guy out of Rider, not very well known coming into the NBA, but he's shown a lot of promise. He's a big guy that can run the floor. He catches the ball well, and he finishes in traffic. And so far, he's shown a nice competitive spirit that you love to see in a young big guy.
They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. You look at the Bucks, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
As a team, they really execute their offense. So guys know where they're going to get their shots from. And they make sure that guys shoot the shots they're most comfortable with. Ball movement, player movement, execution leads to high field goal percentage.
Here's Warwick, and they call goaltending. They'll give him a bucket. So it's New Jersey now. 58 seconds left in the second. Make sure to catch this one next Tuesday. We'll see Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers as the Golden State Warriors come into town. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
Could be fun to watch.
So it's Milwaukee now after the miss by New Jersey. To the wing. The dump off to Bogut, leads him with the pass, stuffed through by Warwick. He's got 8.
That's embarrassing defensively. Not moving your feet, not talking, not stopping penetration. I would have used the game tape as blackmail. Great D leads to easy offense.
The Nets with the lead. To Hayes. Thompson. Alston with the ball. Hayes. Off the mark with the 3 ball.
The Nets have been on a scoring tear, Kevin.
Yeah, they've really been hot. And that concludes the first half. The score, 37-32. Let's go to the T-Mobile halftime.
Come out here and turn up for Lopez, Davis.
The start of the second half about to get underway. It's been a great game so far. A lot of action up and down the floor. This second half promises to be the same. The Bucks trail. Warwick backs down from the line. The shot is off, and it's New Jersey the other way. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. On defense, the Bucks, it's a 5-point game. Here's Lopez. Thomas cleans the glass.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper you wanted, but off target.
To the free throw line, and here is Red, guarded by Harris. Here's Shorty, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
That's pretty smart defense to let him take those shots. They'll allow him to get that off all day.
Nailed from three-point range by Simmons. Nice bucket by the 9th-year veteran out of DePaul.
This is called you must extend your defense, especially on the three-point margin.
Shorty nets it from the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
That was a quick shot, but when they leave you open like that, you can't pass that up.
And first time out of the game called for New Jersey.
Mr. Right open midi on the right side. Go to the left side, get the same look.
Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. We take a look at Harris, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
Well, you know, this guy is such a dynamic scorer. He's got everything in his offensive arsenal that you want to see that allows him to carry his team. I mean, they play through him because he does it all offensively. On the other hand, for the defense,
They call it. He was just down 6.
So it's New Jersey now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Shorty down low. From close range, the shot no good. And it's Milwaukee the other way.
Right now, boy, they're playing strong on the glass. +8 in rebounding.
Here's Alston. Off the mark from 3.
The D gave him all the space he needed for that 3, but it just didn't happen.
Here's Shorty. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. And they're not only getting it done on the glass, but on the scoreboard as well.
Well, you know, Kevin, when you make rebounding a focus and you control that area of the game, it makes it much easier to score. I mean, more rebounds, more shot attempts, more point opportunity.
Red buries the triple.
The fast break left the defense scrambling to react, and they couldn't get to him in time.
Here's Lopez. Lays it in off the glass.
I enjoy it when teams run their offense from the inside out. They got in close there and made the most of it.
They mediocre, but it's like, that's still decent.
Make sure you catch a special broadcast. A truly historic event in Dallas, Texas. The biggest NBA event of all time. This year's All-Star Weekend. Always an incredible event.
The All-Star games aren't as competitive as they used to be, at least until the final few moments of the game. These guys may act like they don't care, but they're competitors at heart. During those last few minutes, you can count on it that both teams want to win. I think it'll be fun.
There's some ego involved now.
Yeah, there's a lot of ego out there.
And here are the Bucks after the basket by New Jersey. So it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 19. Shorty, guarded by Harris. Here's Petrus. Drops it in from beyond the arc. New Jersey in total control. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Harris. The shot is off, and it's Milwaukee the other way. Here's Jennings, claims the open look.
Inside, outside, Kevin, I love it. He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
Timeout called, the Nets. Now let's go over to Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Well, guys, I had a chance to talk with Lawrence Frank, coach of the Nets. He told his team to stretch out defensively and really put pressure on the ball. He says we've got to get in their
defense. They playing like
zone. He wants to see deflection and steals. Kevin.
Thanks, Cheryl. And here are the Bucks after Terrence Williams scored. Red misses.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Jacks up the triple. Kept alive. Opens inside. Thomas is there.
Oh, takes a good look. Nigga just jacked it.
And fans, look out for next Tuesday. It's going to be the Jazz on the road as they face the Rockets in Houston.
Oh, he takes a good
That one
look.
gets underway at 7:30
Oh, with
Eastern.
the open shot.
You know
Oh, he jacks up the tray.
up for this one.
You're right. And he makes the first one.
As a team, they've been perfect from the line in this half. They've made them all. That's a good job, and that's exactly what you want. When you're going to get to the line, take advantage of those freebies.
And the Nets with some adjustments here.
Come on, like, why we don't do bigger?
Here's Shorty. Alston corrals the miss inside.
And they just continue to dominate the glass, Kevin.
New Jersey in total control. It's an 18-point lead. And here are the Nets now. It's an 18-point game. Alston. Williams pulls it in. Here's Alston. Gets another shot, and this time it counts. And Clark, you know, you're right. They're having their way on the inside.
And converting those inside opportunities into points.
And here are the Bucks now. And here are the Nets now. Here's Nahara, off from three-point land.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
Skip pass, top of the key. Warwick, Lopez covering. To Mbamute. Releases from 15. Williams pulls it in.
Limiting second chance buckets is a pillar of solid D. They're really controlling the backboard.
Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
The Nets going with the new group. And he splits the free throws. Here's Milwaukee now. Red. Can't put an end to the run.
This is one of the key
How you the
reasons
star
why
of the
they
team,
lose.
baby.
You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Harris
Exactly.
leads the
You gotta
game in
get more
assists.
production out of
Way to
your
close
core
out an
star
opponent.
player. This nigga just
Kevin, I
supposed
think
to
we're
be a
done here.
3-point
The
specialist. Got a
Bucks will
3 by
take a
his
timeout.
name, and he
They're
breaking when
down
we
by
lose.
23.
Oh.
1:39 left in the fourth.
False advertisement. False advertisement. He's not a specialist. He just hits it, baby. Not
So it's Milwaukee.
no one.
Giannis down low. He's against Williams. Shot's good from Mbamute.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
Alston inside. It's rolled in by Michael Redd.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch, and with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
Now Mbamute. Dumps it off. Outside. The tray.
Look
Red
at this.
misses.
He
Gotta expect
missing
more
1
out
for
of him here. He's had
10.
a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Alston commits the charge. That's his third foul so far.
Boy, he played that one beautifully, textbook. Saw where the ball handler was headed, got there first, and set his feet. Outstanding defensive play.
And here are the Bucks now. Here's Red, kept alive. Here is Mbamute, lays it right in.
Nice, big momentum builders, those second chance points.
He just keeps shooting. Who gave this nigga that much of a ball? No, we were going
Alston
around
to the
good.
right wing.
That ain't like to-
To Hayes. He's guarded by Mbamute. Nails it from close range.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done. Kevin, not much they can do right now. Time is not on their side.
Shorty gets in close. Graceful finish.
Effortless, soft layup. Nice play.
Stolen by Shorty.
You have to play smart with the ball in your hand.
So it's New Jersey now. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Earlier, they held a 23-point.
The Nets walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Bucks 69-52. Brook Lopez is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop him.
Time for us to say goodbye. For Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K.
I'm not feeling very well tonight. Sorry, no time to talk about your play. I'll catch you at your next game.
Nigga gonna say this nigga just said, I'm not feeling very well tonight. I'll catch you next time and talk about your game. Why don't you never not feel good to talk about?
Mama told me if ain't nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. You a bum. I ain't feeling like speaking tonight. I'm gonna come to you when you got something for me to talk about. That's all I
3-game
heard.
streak, bro. I think that's the highest. Oh. Oh.
And now it's time for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And as we take a look at the Rockets, what do they need to keep in mind?
You know that micro rotation.
And here are the Rockets now. Five on the shot clock. It's blocked. Good D by Yao. And here are the Rockets. This is the second time they've matched up against Milwaukee.
We saw good production, good support from the backcourt. And, you know, their offense was really clicking in rhythm.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play.
Look at the hoop.
Fantastic pass to set the alley-oop jam up there. You gotta love that.
On defense, the Bucks coming off that loss against the Nets.
I think they fell short on the defensive side of the ball, at that end of the floor. I think had they played a little tougher, a more cohesive game when they didn't have the orange, they would have had a bigger game than they did.
And here are the Bucks now, following the score by Houston. Shorty. It's off.
Well, he gives up some height, but he didn't give up the rock. Nice ball.
Here's Ariza. Dumps it off to Landry. Here's Brooks. Off the mark with the three ball. Here's Milwaukee now. Pops it up.
When you play together and get a feel for each other's tendencies, you start to make plays just like that.
Brooks from down low. Kept alive. Ariza. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds.
Oh, I couldn't even start a fucking box out on that nigga. That nigga straight said, oh shit.
And here are the Bucks now. Here's Jennings. Does not get the go-ahead bucket. And here are the Rockets now. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
I thought you were going to throw a bounce pass. That's why I pressed press so quick.
Stop, cool, watch this.
And Mbah-a-Moute backs him down. Here's Thomas, a little long, but it goes in.
It's always a pleasure to watch a great shooter go to work.
You got caught in the
Give him a little
highlight.
elbow room,
First
it's
one.
I
automatic.
threw 2 back-to-back. That was so crazy.
9 points last game.
I've been doing putback layups though.
Shot, no good. And the Bucks going the other way right now.
Ain't got to put back. Don't get it.
I ain't got enough rebound. On offense.
Here's Shorty. Now Mbah-a-Moute. Ariza cover. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Shorty. Can't take the lead.
That's his job. That's what he does. He clamped down on the shooter. He's one tough defender.
That thing with
Locked up.
Yao nails the easy jumper.
That's exactly
That's
the way
what they
you
said.
practice.
Y'all
The
with
open
the
man for the great
easy
look.
jumper. Oh, that's crazy.
Here's Thomas. Gets in close. Tipped. Houston in the lead. It's one-on-one. McGrady on the elbow. Double clutches. Lays it right in. 2-time scoring champion, multiple all-star player, Tracy McGrady.
One of the most
Y'all was
prolific
feeling the
offensive
lead.
players, I think, in the history of the league,
This Tracy
despite
that
being sidetracked
dropped
by injuries
13
throughout
points
his
in a
career.
couple
And
seconds.
he's right. He's as good an offensive player as we've seen. 6'8", long, limber, quick, explosive. A better ball handler and passer than he's given credit for because he's such a prolific scorer.
When he's healthy, and his mind is focused on defense. He can be a terrific defender, too.
He can do everything. It's a shame that he's been sidetracked a bit by
Bro,
injury. When he's healthy, he's the guy that really can impact the game at both ends of the floor.
On defense, the Bucks trailing by 2. McGrady with the ball. Boy, he was something else against Utah.
Hey, oh yeah, oh, come, bro. Oh my God, how did y'all get over there so quick?
Catches it inside.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't
And then you
sink.
throw that shit to me
And
like,
here we
bro,
go,
I'm trying to
Tracy
run over
McGrady.
there to the.
Last game we saw him score 14. Landry buries it from 14 feet.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Well,
Here's Shorty. Misses the buzzer beater. The Rockets
I
have
tried
taken
to
the
get up
early
on
lead.
And they really played well on
step
D.
right there
It's all about teamwork and communication.
And
They put on.
I just tried to hurry up and get up close to that, close enough. It rained. They wouldn't let me sprint.
All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. The Bucks trail. And coming up this Friday, Celtics are road bound. They'll face the Blazers at the Rose Garden. Things get underway at 7:30 Eastern.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. Out
Been
of
doing my
bounds.
vintage.
And they'll keep possession.
Get down low.
So it's Milwaukee. 4-point game. Shorty. Already it's February.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
East is matching up. You look at Atlanta. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And checking out Milwaukee. They have a lot of ground to make up. Can't sink the first. Good on number 2. McGrady with the ball. Averaging 16 points a game. Lead pass to the paint to Brooks. Five on the shot clock. Andrew inside. He's against Ward. Bogut yanks it down inside. Mba Amute. Here's Warwick. They rule this one goaltended. Count the shot. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. You take a look at the Bucks. Second in the NBA, such great shooters.
With all of the great shooters they have, it's almost easy to think that they would shoot a high percentage. But there's some other factors at play here. They're unselfish. They set good screens. They move well without the ball. And they're disciplined in that they don't take just any shot. They want the best shot available, and that's usually what they get.
And here are the Bucks now. Yao Ming picking up that last basket. Turnover by the Bucks.
I was about to go
Here we
to
go.
myself.
Recap from yesterday.
Oh my God, this
It was
game
the
is funny.
76ers taking the win in Philadelphia. So the
I
Heat got
tried
that
to
game.
pass the ball.
It was success for the Celtics on the road as the Sacramento Kings lose. It was the Rockets taking the win down in Houston. The Utah Jazz with the loss. And that's it for now. And here are the Bucks now, trailing by 5. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And here are the Bucks now. Nice shot by Bogut.
Defender couldn't get around the pick, and his help didn't show up in time. Nice play for the layup right there.
Here's Brooks. Just over 3 minutes left in the second.
Niggas not getting no block.
Here's what's going on tomorrow night. We'll see Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be playing host to the visiting Boston Celtics. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. And here are the Bucks now, following the score by Houston. Shorty is called for charging. That's his first foul. Chance now to check out the schedule for Milwaukee. They'll be facing the New York Knicks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Brooks. It's a 5-point game. McGrady misses the 3.
With nobody around, he can't get it to fall. Won't see that very often, folks.
Shorty. Brooks covering. Here's Red off the pick. It's hauled in by McGrady. And here comes Aaron Brooks. From just inside the arc, the shot is off. And it's Milwaukee the other way. The break is on. The Bucks retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. They'll be playing the Magic. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Landry will get a well-earned rest. On defense, the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. To 0. From close range, finishes with the soft touch. He's got 5, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bucks. The Bucks going with a new group. Here's Brooks. 1:52 left in the half. So it's Houston now. They lead by 1. Right wing. To Mba'amoute. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Thomas. Yeah, leads the game in blocks. But they get it back. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover. And you'll want to tune in next Monday. It'll be Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks as they make the trip to Utah to face the Jazz. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Houston in the lead. Battier buries the short-range jumper.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Inside. Thomas, that's good. McGrady with the ball. He has 7. To McGrady, the tray. Brooks leads the game in assists.
Why anyone would want to leave this guy alone deep is beyond me.
So it's Milwaukee now. 4-point game. Here's Shorty in close. Graceful finish. He's got 7.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Timeout called the Rockets. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. Best team in the conference. Really having a nice season and looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And, of course, Houston. 3.5 games back. McGrady with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Mendoza.
That's embarrassing defensively. Not moving your feet, not talking, not stopping penetration. I ought to use the game tape as blackmail.
Shorty gets the bucket and the foul. Good for the 3-point play. Here's Landry, averaging 6 points per contest. Mensah-Bonsu. Here's McGrady. Shot misses. And it's Milwaukee the other way.
Well, it's obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pump fake.
Alexander, McGrady covering. Does not get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch. And with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
McGrady with the nice look.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Red. Hits the left of the rim and gets the friendly bounce. Sweet touch by the 10th-year veteran out of Ohio State. To Mensah-Bonsu. Baseline. 6 seconds to shoot. McGrady. Kept alive. Landry backs in. Knocks it loose. The steal by the Bucks.
I think he got baited into throwing that one.
Dumps it off. Here's Bell. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Here's Lowry. Riza, left wing. Makes the long-distance connection. He's got 7.
They're getting open looks now and knocking them down after struggling a bit in the first half. I mean, that just comes from understanding who you are and what you do. Stay with your game plan.
Shorty drops it in on the layup.
Nice speed. That's the way to keep the ball moving.
Here's Ariza. Oh, he got it!
Boom! Buzzer! Knock it down!
Shot!
Right at the horn. Way to feed off the pressure, young man. Clock ticking down way behind the arc, and he still drains it.
Well, it's been an exciting game as welcome back to what's been a fantastic game. Closely contested by 2 teams. Obviously want to win it very badly as we begin play in this much anticipated 4th quarter. Here's Brooks. Here's Yao from inside. Finishes with the soft touch.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
To 0. From the paint.
Can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
And here's Houston. It's a 5-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. McGrady with the ball. It's a 5-point game. It stays here.
Good heads-up play to deflect that pass. That's why you stay active on defense with your hand. Make them use that clock.
Milwaukee is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without foul.
Brooks. No good on the quick 3.
The thrill is gone, and so is his offense. He's not making anything. Too easy. Far too easy.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Here's Landry. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. The Bucks train. Thomas. And here's Thomas. Here's Landry. Foul. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th.
Top 14.
Riza off the screen. Graceful finish.
Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the finish.
On defense, the Rockets. 3-point lead.
Hey, my man, a word to the wise. There is a reason you're that open. Leave that shot alone.
Stolen by Jennings. Leads him with the pass. Houston in the lead. Right wing. Here's McGrady. That's good.
He detected the early opening there and took advantage. That's a smart decision.
Niggas look alike.
To Mbakamuta. Blocked. And we're going the other way. Nice play by Yao. From short range.
Here it comes. They're rolling now. Looks like they're starting to break this lead open.
The Bucks still have plenty of time.
Yeah, don't worry about the scoreboard here. Just make the most of each possession. Don't have any empty trips. That's a terrific play. I call that a room service dime because all he had to do was catch it and finish.
Hooked away. A court to 0. The handoff to Jennings. Connects from in close.
The offense is clicking for him this half. Absolutely clicking. I mean, everything on point and on target.
Coach Adelman calls time. They're in front by 3. 1:59 left in the game. All right, Cheryl, what do you have?
Well, guys, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Bucks. He told his team that he wants them taking more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. He's giving them the green light. Back to you, Kev.
Thanks, Cheryl. And here are the Bucks now after Tracy McGrady's score. Here's Red. Now Meng pulls it in.
Kevin, even with his shooting ability, you can't settle for long-range bombs like that.
Brooks, Red with the rebound. So it's Milwaukee trailing by 5. Here's Jennings. No good. The Rockets going the other way now. 1:18 left in the fourth. Brooks up on top. Here's Ariza. Nails the train.
The defense has to know what's coming here. They've got to get to the shooters. I mean, it's that simple. Get out to the shooters and challenge the shot.
And here are the Bucks. 8-point game. Here's Brooks. T-Man can't get it to fall from downtown. The Bucks need every bucket to have a chance.
We're under a minute. It's not looking very good for them right now.
So it's Milwaukee now. Mbah a Moute dumps it off to 0. Left wing. Here's Jennings. A missed 3.
Way to scrap and fight for the ball. Nice ball.
The Bucks are intentionally fouled.
They're wide open.
Here's Brooks. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. Off on the second. The Bucks with time running out on them. And this one does not look good. Now, Mbah a Moute working on Yao. Here's Shorty from inside. Gets the lay-in.
Snares the offensive rebound and sends it home.
And here we go with Tracy McGrady. The Rockets win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Bucks 63-58.
All right, y'all.
Yao Ming is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
He did a great job contesting shots, and he blocked a few, too. That kind of effort on defense is what wins games, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it on behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Kevin Harlan saying so long and see you next time.
Yep, see y'all next time.
Are you ready for your glowing review? Your shot selection was outstanding tonight. Some of them didn't fall, but that doesn't mean they weren't good shots. As a teammate, your job is to do everything you can do to put your team in a position to win. You definitely did that on the offensive end of the court. Also, I was really liking the on-ball and off-ball screen